What is the strangest experience you have ever had while answering your front door? I was home alone for a few weeks when I was a teenager. The first night alone, at around 9 p.m., there was a knock at the door. Thinking it was one of my friends, I just opened it without looking to see who it was. There were two men standing there just staring at me. I felt wrong from that first second. They were both wearing black outfits from head to toe. I asked if I could help them with something and they continued to stare. When I couldn't take the silence anymore, I blurted out, "Oh, I think my dad's calling me, I gotta go," and started to shut the door. One of the guys stuck out his hand and caught the door open and shoved a Mormon church pamphlet of me through the crack. I said, "No, thank you," and shut it fully, unlocked it. There are windows all the way around my door and a mirror behind it so you can see when someone is coming or leaving my porch from behind the door. They stayed there for a few minutes. I was freaking out because of how aggressively he tried to keep the door open and how long they were lingering. It didn't feel right. After a bit, they left to their car and drove off. Not even 20 minutes old by when I had a weird feeling to look outside. The car was pulling into my driveway again. I made sure to open my blinds with the light on, bang on the window to show that I saw them. They sped off immediately. To be safe, I ran downstairs and made sure all my doors and windows were closed and locked. Upstairs I went to try to watch a movie. But again, a short while later I had an eerie feeling and I look again to see that not only was the car back, but it was parked blocking all my garage doors and both front doors to the car were wide open. I started to look out all the windows to see where these guys were. They were lurking on the sides of my house trying to find an open door. Once again I opened the blinds and the front flipped on the lights and this time screamed out the window to get the F away from my house. The guys ran to their car and sped away. I called the cops at this point and told them what had happened. They said they would keep watching the area the night and they didn't return. Who knows if they saw the cops or just decided I wasn't one to be messed with. I'm just glad I listened to my gut, unlocked the doors. You can imagine how freaked out I was. The remaining time I was alone there. The cops ended up calling me back and telling me there was a common scam happening with these fake Mormons breaking into people's homes and to be careful about who knew I was there alone. In retrospect, they definitely watched my family for a while to know the exact day they would be leaving on a trip. My parents had left the day before with luggage and etc. visible from the driveway. I'm convinced they must have been watching for some time to know I'd be alone. Moral of the story: don't answer the door unless you've looked and confirmed it's someone you know if you're alone.